8 million zombies in a massive zombie army are currently knocking on the door of the final fortress that the Earth armies have access to. And every military on Earth has contributed to the defense of these fortress walls. We have US M1 Abrams tanks over here. We've got PLA soldiers from China over this way. On top of that, we have South African soldiers over here. We have Vietnamese troops, German troops, Ukrainian soldiers, as well as pretty much any military you can think of on this battlefield, with 50,000 troops in total defending the fortress using the brand new Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 Modern Earth Soldiers mod. The mod was created by Jamie D. Huge shout out to him for making it for the channel, and I am so excited to get into all of these new modern military soldiers and see if they can defend the fortress against 8 million zombies and skeletons charging forward. Can every Earth army hold the walls against the army of the dead? If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more in the future. Either way, let's get into this thing. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, gamers, pressing start right now, and 8 million zombies should begin their march forward. And we do have some of those Sea-Wiz cannons firing away early on and getting droves of kills pretty much immediately. Look at that. The explosive fire of these autocannons is absolutely devastating to the oncoming zombies, but there's so many zombies that they are going to slowly leak through. Hopefully the troopers on top of the walls here can fire away. We do have some Vietnamese soldiers up this way, as well as some Soviet troopers, or well, Russian troopers next to them firing as well. These guys will need to provide lots of cover fire for the Sea-Wizzes below, or else they'll probably go down with relative ease, which would be no bueno. We do have the wine pooling mod on. By the way, here are the US Army soldiers over here, Army Rangers, leading the way on this section of the wall over here, and doing a bang-up job of firing away with pretty good results, I'd assume. I mean, I'm seeing lots of dead zombies, but some of these zombies are reaching these troopers down here in their heavily protective armor right now, so that's going to be rough. But yes, the wine pooling mod is activated, so we will see pools of quote-unquote wine as the zombies die, building up and potentially drowning both zombies as well as Earth's defenders. Over here, the M1 Abrams, having the very good armor that they do have, defending outright. Also, did the M1A2 Abrams models get an update to their textures? They look different to me. They look like cleaner. They might have gotten an update. I'm not entirely sure, but that's pretty nice looking. And behind them, we have some of the South African soldiers and the Chinese soldiers firing away as well. We've got a few cheeky, beaky little zombies cutting across from this doorway over here and charging the South African troopers over here. There's still more on the wall, though, able to fire downward and assist a little bit there, too. Currently, we have 300,000 dead zombies, and we have a total of 3,400 dead Earth Army soldiers at the moment. So both sides taking some serious losses. It's tough to tell who is going to win this thing so early on in the battle, but I think both sides are going to be able to put up a good fight. We also have zombies flanking around the back here and charging these Ukrainian soldiers over here with their heavy machine guns and ballistic armor, firing through this doorway. A big threat for them is going to be the wine pooling, and yes, actually the wine is already starting to pool down here a little bit. Luckily, most of them are on an incline over here and up here, so it shouldn't be too effective against them, but could be deadly in the moments to come. It could definitely result in some heebie-jeebies, some very bad things happening on the battlefield for those boys. Either way, guys, in my last video, I forgot to mention that we are well past Hurricane Milton. Where I live, pretty much everyone's power is back on and all that, and we really didn't get hit too hard on our street. I know some of my neighbors had flooding. Luckily, we did not, so I just wanted to thank you all for the well wishes and things like that, because the comment section was being so supportive, and I really do appreciate it. And yeah, we fared totally fine, and it seems like pretty much all our neighbors are totally fine, save for some flooding, which we offered to help out with, but we'll see if they take us up on that. But seriously, yeah, it seems like Hurricane Milton overpromised and underdelivered in my area. I know Tampa got hit pretty hard, but even still, it could have been way, way, way worse. So it's good to see that most people are okay, and I hope that you guys are all doing okay too. But I just wanted to say thank you for the well wishes there. Either way, the skeleton army is going heavily against these Nigerian soldiers over this way, who are fighting tooth and nail to keep this gateway in their own control, which is a pretty important gateway. That's going to be very, very helpful. Luckily, they do have supportive fire from the BTRs over here that the Russians sent to us, and then also these troopers, well, they're not firing yet, but eventually they will. Up on the wall over here, modern US soldiers still firing away. We also have ghillie suit snipers up here. It doesn't seem like they're really firing off of this wall just yet, but there'll be a good interior defense fallback point in case the zombies just really burst through the rest of the area very, very quickly. Oh my goodness! The ground is wet with wine! Wink, wink, red wine. Yes, that's totally what it is. YouTube, don't demonetize me! But that's only going to get worse. Hopefully it doesn't affect the Earth armies too much. When we did this battle a few months ago with the Warhammer Space Marines, this ended up flooding again. However, it actually acted as a bit of a natural barrier that prevented the zombies from really, charging through the middle of the fortress or anything like that. So hopefully that happens again for the Earth army, but we'll just have to wait and see. Either way, the PLA over here for the Chinese military is definitely struggling a bit more. The US sent tanks are helping considerably, I would say, at stopping the full overrun of this section. But as you can see, the hordes of zombies are just pushing. It's going to get harder and harder to hold this section in general. Right now, we have 7.2 million remaining zombies, meaning about 800,000 have died so far, and 42,000 remaining Earth Army soldiers, meaning about 8,000 have died so far for them. This battle is just getting started, and the gateways are being held for now, but soon the body piles will rise above the walls and could result in some serious problems as zombies tower over the ramparts and attack from above. Down this way, we do have some serious pooling going on, which could be problematic. Luckily, most of these reinforcements back here are on higher ground, so it should be okay. They're firing at this gateway over here, helping out some of those Nigerian soldiers who are definitely having a pretty hard time against the skeletons now. Why don't we go ahead and time-lapse this for a little bit here and see them holding this gate. And there we go. These boys lost their grip on the gate defense. However, they still got troopers over here as well as on the walls themselves. So these guys will be able to shoot out for quite some time from now on and get some more kills and do some more damage to the skeletons coming in. So that's definitely a good thing. This river of wine over here is starting to fill up more and more, which is not good. But the body piles are also driving these guys upwards, which will be helpful in keeping their defense rock solid. And the guys on the walls are still doing well. But I imagine these body piles will grow and grow pretty soon and cause some more problems there as well. This gate over here has had some breaches, but these troopers are trying their best to hold it. We got some modern US troopers over here who are the only vanilla units I think we have in this entire game, except for, well, the zombies. So there are some vanilla zombies, I think, over here. Yep, there are the vanilla zombies. So only 2 vanilla units. The rest are modded, which is kind of funny. Over here, a lot of the Abrams have died already. A few are getting squeezed onto the wall over here. Hopefully they can hold out for a decent amount of time, but It's looking pretty bad for the Abrams. We have one on the wall now, which is kind of crazy. Down here, these houses are going to be flooded fairly soon, but we do have these guys still holding this gateway, which is going to be very important. If these guys fall, then these zombies are going to be able to flank over here and over here, causing some serious problems. Ghillie suit snipers still not really active in the battlefield just yet, and I think pretty soon the closest breach area will be the Nigerian Guard over here. However, we have the backup of these troopers and the BTRs over here to hold back the skeletons from fully breaching. But beyond that, everything else seems to be holding decently right now. We get a nice bird's eye view. You can see all the different components of this battlefield and the thin line on the walls that are keeping them intact and preventing the zombies from coming on in. It's going to be a brutal battle here, and over this way, we do have the Abrams kind of going down. So while we watch these guys fighting tooth and nail for their lives right now, 6.89 million zombies remaining, 38,000 Earth Army troopers remaining. Let's see if the Earth Army can clutch it up and get some serious kills, because they need to start grinding kills right now. They need to really start ramping up their kill capability. So let's see it. Alright, well, this section is going down quickly. We've got one Abrams left alive here and then one on top of the wall. But, oh no, we have a couple more on top of the wall and some that got pushed over. Oh, that's interesting. But the zombies are coming up over the wall from the body piles now and attacking the wall. And these Abrams are probably going to fall over pretty soon. And then these guys over here will get attacked in the booty because of that. And over here, ooh, we've got drowning. Yes, sir, we do. That's a bit of a yikes. That's depleting the defense force over here, but so far they're still doing okay holding out on their own, so I'm not too worried about that. That's not like the end of the world. Ghillie suit snipers still haven't started shooting, and once they do, they'll be pretty effective, I almost guarantee. They're very good soldiers. Over here, you can see these body piles are starting to rise higher and higher, and I'm sure eventually we'll start reaching the top there and start killing some of those modern soldiers. But the gateway over here is still holding. There should be one more over here, and yes, there is. And this is doing quite poorly, actually. This is not the best, but the side areas are still holding as well because the zombies have to trickle in through the gates. So sometimes even giving up the gates in lieu of a zombie body pile forming is a better thing, because then they trickle in, versus if they do body pile all the way up, they'll just spam on in, which is much more problematic. A few zombies randomly getting up here. Shoot them with your AKs. Come on, there you go. Wow, that guy kind of sucked at his job. How are the Nigerians doing over this way? They're still holding on tightly. That's very nice, and they're getting backup from the BTRs over here, which is also very nice. So these guys aren't in too much trouble just yet. They're still holding their angle over here, which is pretty much all we need them to do. This is a bit of a disaster area over here, and then over this way is starting to become a bit of a disaster area as well. I don't love this situation over here with the body piles and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and watch this side. Wait, there's a tank all the way up here. Bro, how did you get up there? It hit the rocket boosters and launched its way on up there. I don't know what it did to do that, but that's pretty sick. Alright, let's watch from this angle, because then we can see the zombies coming onto the walls, the tanks over here, and then if the zombies come through, them flanking. So I think that'll be pretty interesting to see. 34,800 remaining Earth forces, 6.5 million zombies remaining. Let's get it. Alright, the zombie army is going completely over the top now. There are still tanks alive, they just keep getting pushed backwards. The problem is, if they get pushed into the lake, they'll probably drown slowly, so that's not going to be a good thing. But the infantry here is still holding out, and we still have our Skyward tank. Beautiful. It is incredible. The 50 cal is spazzing, yeah. And the gate somehow still being held. This is a decent defense. How much? Okay, these guys have 360 health apiece. Hold on. I got you, boys. Let me fight for ya. 45 damage a pop. That's not very good. Yeah. Oh my god. Do you hear me furiously clicking? I can't tell if anything's shooting. There we go. Alright. Well, you're welcome, boys, for 90 damage total. Oh. Oh, there's been some losses over here for our defenders. But they're still getting nice, like, kills. They've got this beautiful, like, Death Valley that they're holding here. This is going well for them, I will say. For sure. Ghillie Suit Sniper still just vibing, boys. Ooh. These gates here are going down. Body walls forming up here and very close over here, too. That's interesting. This way, we still got units holding. Yeah, pretty much everything's still holding just fine. It's just like little leaks are starting to come out now. 32,850 defenders are still alive at the moment, and there's still 6.3 million zombies remaining. So it's getting dicey, but I mean, our boys are still holding. Let's watch this modern US Army versus the body piles that are mounting up, because this is fascinating. Keep an eye on the top right for the numbers left, because that's fun to see. Okay, well, this wall defense did end up going down, but the rest is still holding nicely, and we've still got our huge blockade of modern soldiers back this way, and these guys are still holding, and these guys. So it's not like the end of the world that failed over there. But, I mean, more and more stuff is failing as time goes on, and that's not going to be a very good thing after a while. We need something to really hold steady for a while here, like to get some serious amounts of kills. We do have 2 million dead zombies at this point, which is great. That's, you know, a quarter of the way through total, but we need more, baby. I'm really worried about body piles starting to form over here and then having these guys trapped in 2 different areas, but for now they seem to be doing okay, and we still do have some Abrams down here that are helping out, so that's good. That'll keep the flank secure. It seems like maybe a few ghillie suits are firing over this way, maybe? Can't really quite tell. I think this would be a cool angle to watch because you get those guys coming down that way, and you get to see the full modern soldier below and the ghillie suit snipers sniping away. Alright, boys, 5.6 milli zombies remain now on the battlefield. And this rampart is going down slowly but surely, but there are ghillie suit snipers over here as well, and those guys are pretty powerful. They can get really good kills really quickly, so I think they'll hold out for a decent bit. Also, these areas over here are holding out quite nicely, and we still have our ramparts intact over this way. And the Nigerian forces over here are dealing with a wall attack over here, a pretty major one, but they're still holding as well. So all that being said, we still have 26,000 defenders left alive, about a little over half of their starting force, which is not bad at all for this point in the battlefield. Oh, there was a huge breakthrough over here. Look at that. Wow. I wonder how this happened. There's still a few dudes down here. And of course, there's all these guys up here still, firing downwards, just getting free kills. But I don't know, they must have gone down pretty quickly. I mean, they got a ton of kills before they went down, but that'll be a problem. Hopefully the ghillie suit snipers can step in if those guys start to flank over this way. And then I'm not too worried about them flanking over here because the Wine River is here. Oh no, the tanks are in it now. Oh, jeez. And these guys are still very much so alive over here too. It could get a decent bit messy, but let's go ahead and watch over here for a while. Actually, these guys are charging almost immediately this way. So it looks like they are going to go for the ghillie suits. Now, most of the ghillie suits are actually just on the walls, but there are stairs up there. And there are a few in the gateways, but not as many. I don't know, there's not a ton of ghillie suit snipers. Come on, guys, fire, 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 fire. Oh, they're doing that thing where they're not firing right away at the enemies. I think these guys will likely go down. I don't know, hopefully they shape up, because this is looking nasty. This could be really bad. Let's time-lapse this little situation, let's call it. Yeah, these guys did not last very long. At least we still have some pileup of troops back here, though I'm sure they're going to go down. Oh my god! These guys are climbing the steps and then yeeting their bodies onto the other side of the wall. What the heck, dude? I've never seen any AI do that before. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, and we still got snipers up on the ramparts and stuff like that, but this wall falling has resulted in these guys over here falling as well. We've still got the center tile that's still holding really nicely over here with the BTRs, and these walls over here are still holding nicely, but this entire area back here is in shambles right now. These troopers are still whittling down the enemies. You can see a number of bodies falling down into the pits below from these guys just firing up at them, which is great, and these fellas over here are still holding really nicely as well, but this break over here is definitely very problematic. I think this middle block will be able to start just full-on defending really nicely, and with the snipers supporting from over here still, but it is going to get harder from here on out. I am going to go ahead and just let this play out for a little while here, because we've done a lot of time-lapsing, and I don't want to run out of storage since the battle is not even halfway over with 5.3 million remaining zombie troopers. So, you know, I want to save plenty of space for time lapses in the future. So let's just let this play out for a little bit and see what happens. All right, gamers, it looks like we've dropped below 20,000 defenders now, which is kind of a yikes. We've got some serious body piles all over here. I mean, look at that. Holy cow, they're up to the houses now. Wowza. And 4.47 million zombies remaining. So almost halfway through the zombies and a little bit more than halfway through the defending Earth Army units. So we definitely need the Earth armies to start getting a bit more of a grip and actually full-on holding, because right now that is not what they're doing. They are losing areas, not quickly, but at a faster pace than they're killing zombies. These guys up here are still firing away a little bit, which has to be somewhat helpful, right? These guys here, it looks like actually some zombies are trailing all the way around to flank, but they're getting caught having to deal with the Abrams over here still, which is kind of funny. And these troopers are still fighting against a whole swarm of zombies this way. Do they still hold up here? Yeah, a little bit. A few zombies came up here and killed a few of them, but there's still some guys on the ramparts, but mainly it's just this large blob down here that's dealing with the zombie attack. And that body pile is absolutely massive. It's nice that they still have the tanks down here distracting a lot of zombies, and these guys back here firing downwards at the zombies and picking them off little bit by little bit. Alright, what's going on over this way? So, Nigerian forces over here are backed into a corner. That's not great. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Yeah, they're kind of ruined over this way. We've got no one over here. Oh, a few fellas up top this way. Keeps bouncing us back up. A few Vietnamese soldiers and other Slavic units, yeah. And guys up on these top ramparts here. But then it's the BTRs and this very solid lineup of troopers back here that will be doing most of the fighting from now on. Oh, we got a decent amount on these ramparts too, which is nice to see. So, all in all, the zombies are making more progress now, but we do have the middle holdout, which hopefully will hold for quite a while. Why don't we go ahead and time-lapse in here for a little bit. We're at 18,500 remaining Earth Army units and 4.41 million remaining zombies. Well, the zombies are blitzing through here currently, and the defenders are still holding out pretty nicely. We still got BTRs over here holding as well, but more and more zombies are coming from all different angles against the Earth armies now. It is getting tougher and tougher, but luckily it seems like they've stopped the bleeding somewhat. 13,200 remaining Earth army soldiers, so they've kind of slowed down their deaths a little bit, but not to the degree they need. All these guys dead, these guys dying out. Pretty soon it will just be these guys over here. So let's go ahead and let it ride for a little bit here and check back in to see what ended up happening. Alright boys, well, it's been about 45 minutes and the body piles are getting pretty crazy. Less than 3 million zombies remain, and it seems like these defenders are actually holding like fairly decently right now. They're doing a pretty good job of keeping the zombies at bay and not losing soldiers themselves. So that is fantastic. How are the BTRs doing? It looks like they're getting pretty bloody, but as you can see, they are forming some serious body piles themselves. It helps that the zombies are kind of trickling in. It doesn't help that they're trickling in from all sides. I like that these guys are still plummeting off the top. Oh, well, I saw a couple plummet, but I guess they stopped right when I noticed. Cool. Oh, there's still a couple dudes over here chilling. These guys have done quite the job. Oh, wow, look at the body pile they formed over here. These guys are tough to kill, apparently. Very nice. Very, very nice. Wow, so the defense is actually doing quite well here. All things considered, I'm pretty pleased with this. I don't know if they're going to win. Still 3 million zombies is quite a bit. But at the very least, they are doing well. They're finally in like a holdout position where they could potentially hold for a long time. So let's time-lapse for a good bit here, use up some of our last time-lapse time, and just see what happens. But yeah, pretty crazy. Actually, let's zoom in a little bit farther. I think that's good because you can see the flashes of light where the defenders are, and then you can see the zombies running in. So overhead bird's eye view time-lapse time. All right, boys, a bit of a shorter time period that time around, but I wanted to check in because I was noticing a rapid depletion of units here all of the sudden. We're down to 8,600 remaining defenders. I think the problem is some have been drowning in this area here, potentially. I can't really see down there, but it seems like there's some splotchiness going on. Maybe they were pushed back or they're drowning a little bit in here. Though the water's not too deep. In some places, it does seem deep enough to maybe drown, since the hitbox for the mouth is a bit wonky in this game. But yeah, there's some splotchiness, so maybe that's happening. But they are still holding. It's just I noticed that they were starting to lose a lot of troopers all of the sudden. How much health do these guys have? 500. Ooh. Wait, that guy just did 165 damage. How much damage do these guys do? It's kind of hard to see. Oh, 55, 165 must be headshots. Okay, well, that's not bad either. So, 8,500 remaining defenders, 2.6 million remaining zombies. So that's not fantastic. Why don't we do a bit more of a close-up time-lapse here, since it seems like we have enough storage to do a little bit of fun here. This seems pretty cool. Close enough where we... stop shooting me up. There we go. Close enough where we could see the individual action, but also far enough away that it won't just clog the screen instantly. Let's do it. Okay, well, these guys got trampled, and it seems like, yeah, this is bad. Defenders are in a very bad place now. Earth Army only has 2.3 million zombies to go, so they're 3/4 of the way through, pretty much. But now they're just getting kind of trampled. Oh, yikes, man. Yeah, they're not going to hold this, I don't think. They might do a good stand, but I don't think it's going to be enough, quite honestly, to don't really do anything important. We do still have the BTRs, which like are helpful. How much health does like this one have? Ooh, not much. 760. Okay, it's a few swings away from completely dying, so that's not good. They were getting really good body piles over here, but now the body piles are starting to lower, which sort of is a sign of them getting less and less kills as time goes on, which is never a very good thing. No, sir. Yeah, I think it might just so happen to be Jover for the Earth armies. But you know what? Maybe they got it. Maybe they end up pulling in clutch and managing to do something here. I kind of doubt it, but we'll let them continue to play. I think at the very least they'll get down to 2 million remaining zombies. I think they've got, you know, another 300k kills in them, but there's only 4,400 Earth Army soldiers left alive, so it's going to be really, really rough. Let's just do bird's eye view like this and watch till the end. Oh yeah, this ended way faster. Yeah, they're losing here, boys. 2.28 million zombies remaining. 400 modern soldiers remaining. As you can see, they're getting eaten to bits just real quick here. They are not doing well. The BTRs are probably going to last for like a while longer, but let's be honest, they're probably just gonna die eventually, like this one did over here. Well, this one's like still full health at 20,000, and it's got good armor, so that'll probably last another half an hour. But all the infantry is dead, save for a few on rooftops and probably on some rampart walls, because there's 298 infantry left alive just about, and some BTRs. So yeah, it's over for the Earth Army, but I'll just go ahead and let this run in the background on my computer for a while. We can get an exact number of zombies that died during this battle. More are going to continue to drown, as well as fall off cliffs and things like that. So, you know, a solid number will end up dying, more than the 2.28 million that we have right now dying, but probably not too many from the 295 remaining Earth Army units. But might as well just keep it playing and see what happens. I'll be back in probably like half an hour to an hour. Alright, boys, I went to the gym and came back to a defeat. All of the troopers for the Earth armies are dead from the invasion. Every single one of them. Not a single soul left alive. 2.14 million zombies remaining. So they killed about 3/4 of the zombies, which is a brilliant effort. They really gave it their all. The body piles are absolutely crazy. Honestly, probably just another 10,000 Earth troopers probably would have made the difference and resulted in a big fat W. But that's just the way these things go sometimes. Sometimes it's a close one, and this one was fairly close, to be completely honest with you. Either way, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.